Hello, our distinguished guests and channel partners. Welcome to our event today. We are very honored to be here to discuss the airport industry communication solution with you today. I'm Rina, Product Marketing Manager in Hytera.
I'm Zachary, also Product Marketing Manager in Hytera. Today, we will share with you the communication solution for airport industry by Hytera. I hope that through today's sharing, you will have a deeply understanding for this solution.
Today's sharing will start from the following three contents: airport industry communication demand analysis, Hytera airport communication solution, and case study. At the beginning, let's start with the airport industry communication analysis. Hi Zachary, if you were to travel abroad now, what means of transportation method would you like to choose?
I would definitely choose the plane because it's fast and convenient.
That is it. In fact, if a passenger needs to make a long-distance cross-range transportation, 90% of the choice will be by plane because it's very fast and convenient. Okay, let's first understand the airport operation process. The whole process will be divided into three floors: flight floor, baggage floor, and the passenger floor. When passengers arrive, a series of things need to be done. Baggage floor will be checked with the movement of passengers and flights. When the flight lands and the cab door is opened, the ground staff will provide the maintenance service. At this time, passengers will get off the plane and the cargo staff will complete the luggage delivery service. At the same time, before the next flight takes off, the next bunch of passengers must be checked. Luggage loaded, bridge loaded, and other related service must be provided. The whole process is closely linked. And Zachary, do you know who is responsible for this process?
Yeah, I have the idea. Among them, airports and airlines are the two most important departments.
Yes, you are right. They are responsible for ensuring the passenger flow, baggage flow, and flight flow. For airports, our customers are the passengers who go to the airport every day. A good airport is like an efficiently operated island that can seamlessly connect to the world. And when passengers arrive at the airport from different places, the service they most want are the following four parts. 1. Efficient check-in and security check. 2. Accurately get the gate location information and arrive. 3. Board and take off on time according to the scheduled time. 4. Arrive at the destination safely. Therefore, a good airport usually needs to meet the above basic requirements. To achieve these requirements, airport staff must collaborate efficiently and work together to ensure that all links and positions can be carried out in an orderly manner. So one more question: how can we satisfy the passengers?
Here, we need to do our daily work well and improve our work efficiency. We know that many airport operations require critical voice guarantees, such as security checks, emergency response, baggage inspections, and ground services, and so on. Okay, first, critical voice ensures smooth operation of the airport, and then we know that some airport businesses cannot do without the help of workflow application, and it needs to upload the work result in time. Regarding multimedia services to improve work efficiency, in fact, so many requirements here. I would like to introduce a real case to you. Changsha Airport uses our multi-mode terminals, and our terminals are equipped with airport operation application to help ground staff complete operation receptions in a more efficient way. Okay, the second point is multimedia services are needed to improve operation efficiency. The above is the key point I want to make. Rina, can you help me make a summarize?
Of course. Now let me summarize the requirements for airport communication solutions. It can be summarized into two parts. 1. Using PMR network to ensure the critical voice service. And 2. using the broadband network to ensure the multimedia service and improving the staff work efficiency.
Thanks for reading a summary. Let's learn more.
That's exactly what I thought. Next, let me introduce Hytera's airport communication solution to you. First, PMR networks can ensure the critical voice. Here, I'd like to introduce Hytera's PMR network, Hytera and DMR. The first is Hytera. Hytera is the most widely used open standard for mission-critical and business-critical communication. It has comprehensive security mechanism. And for Hytera, the compatibility also really high. Hytera Hytera has been deployed in over 80 countries and regions with 1 million users. Next is DMR. DMR is a mainstream open standard for critical communication. It has wide coverage and can save the investment of users. Hytera DMR trunking system trusted by 2.5 million users in over 80 countries and regions.
After listening to your introduction, I understand the importance of PMR network, but which technology should we choose in the airports?
Your question is really good. Please see this table for a comparison between DMR and Hytera. We can easily see that Hytera is better than DMR in terms of maturity, number of channels, and data speed. Therefore, in airports that require a high-density calls, we recommend Hytera.
Got that. After knowing which network to choose, what we should do next?
That is what we will focus. The next step is how to deploy Hytera to provide the better indoor and outdoor coverage. The coverage in airport industry will be divided into large airports and small, medium-sized airports. Generally speaking, ground communication are concentrated in the functional departments inside the terminal with a large amount of call traffic. In indoor situation, the base station type we mainly promote is a cabinet base station. And for small airports, we recommend that indoor base stations can be used directly for both indoor and outdoor coverage. That is, indoor base stations are used as signal source stations and the signals are introduced to the outdoor through the couplers and antennas for outdoor coverage. Indoor base stations are matched with BDA and indoor distribution systems to provide the indoor coverage.
I understand that. This is indeed the simplest and most efficient deployment method for small airport. But for large airport, how can we achieve indoor and outdoor deployment?
Yes, the following is for the large airports. We recommend deploying both indoor and outdoor base stations to provide the whole coverage for airport. In indoor situation, we recommend large capacity indoor base stations, and for outdoor condition, we use our outdoor base station deployment. And also, in order to ensure the reliability of the whole system, we have designed the redundancy for key modules, such as call network, network management, dispatching and recording system, and some key components inside the base station, and the transmission link of the base station. All we will do the redundancy design to make sure the reliability. In this way, if a module fails, the backup module can automatically take over the task on the failed module to ensure the business continuously.
After ensuring indoor and outdoor coverage, are there any scenarios required for critical voice communication airports?
Of course, airport emergency communications are also important, and we also have corresponding emergency communication solution for airport emergency scenarios. If an emergency occurs near the Hytera network, we can use the existing Hytera network to handle. If it's outside the Hytera coverage, don't worry, we have two solutions to handle. Hi Zachary, could you help me talk about the two specific airport emergency communication solutions?
No problem. For airport emergency communication, we can provide two options. Option 1, we have emergency vehicles that can deploy narrowband ad hoc networks to provide critical voice, broadband ad hoc networks to transmit on-site video an on-site command center to help with dispatch. Emergency vehicles with fast deployment system can rush to the site in first time to ensure the communication. Option 2. For sites that are difficult for vehicles to reach, users can use fast deployment system to quickly deploy a communication system.
Thank you for your detailed explanation. The above is our reliable Hytera network and emergency solutions, but we also know that voice service alone can no longer meet the need of the multimedia communication. This requires a broadband network. To meet the rising needs of users for critical tasks, 3GPP start provide mission-critical service over 5G or LTE
networks, ensuring the critical voice communications at all times. Second, rich multimedia services can improve the operation efficiency to staff.
Thanks to Zachary for the introduction, and after listening so much, I really want to know, for customers, if the existing system is from another brand, not from Hytera, if the users deploy Hytera system, can it be interconnected?
Of course, we have corresponding solutions. Our gateway and powerful PUC Convergence platform can realize the interconnection between the different existing systems with Hytera's system.
Got it. And when we have a broadband network, so for broadband terminals, in what scenario then are suitable for?
Now, let's focus on our multi-mode terminals. With built-in narrowband and LTE module, this device seamlessly connects with both PMR radios and broadband networks, perfect for airport using mixed networks. And for ground crews, this means one device handles all needs. Load workflow app to receive tasks, snap photos, clock in online, no need to switch between the devices. Just tap, work, and go. And our body-worn camera is a true all-in-one tool. It serves as a camera, video recorder, and a POC radio. No need for separate devices. Capture video or make voice calls with single, easy-to-use one unit. Security check and custom teams can use these body cams to monitor staff compliance and record videos. This helps officers preserve evidence and better judge on-site situations.
Okay, now please take a look at the architecture of our Convergence communication solution. From the application layer, infrastructure layer, and terminal device layer, we can provide a one-stop airport communication solution. As we mentioned earlier, reliability is the core of airport communication. Hi, Zachary. Do you know how does our solution ensure the reliability at each layer?
Great question. Let's start with the infrastructure layer. For narrowband system, we have designed a multi-level redundant structure. Even if one base station or core module fails, the backup system can take over instantly. For the broadband MCS system, its microservice architecture uses active-active redundancy, ensuring load balancing and zero service interruption during failures. This dual reliability design is crucial for 24/7 airport operations.
Yeah, you mentioned the infrastructure layer's reliability, but now, how does the application layer support efficient collaboration for the airport staff?
The application layer is all about unified management. We have a unified dispatch platform that integrates voice, video, and data. Staffs can manage Hytera and MCS users in one interface, enabling cross-system group calls and task dispatching. Plus, our voice and video recording system supports both narrowband and broadband, with BS architecture for easily web access. This means supervisors can review any communication record in real time, enhancing accountability.
Yeah, both infrastructure and application layer sounds robust. What about the terminal device that frontline staff actually use?
Here's where visibility shines. Our terminals covers every scenario. Tetra Portable for critical voice, intrinsically safe device for hazard areas, MCS rugged terminals for multimedia tasks, and our body cameras that double as body-worn camera and pocket devices. All comply with international standard. All comply with international standard, ensuring durability and compatibility.
Yeah, with so many types of terminals, I believe customers can definitely choose the one they like. Finally, let's make a summary of our airport communication solution. The PMR network ensures a critical voice service. The MCS platform ensures the efficiency of multimedia service. And the unified dispatching platform provides the integrated management. But don't just take our word for it. Let's dive into the real-world examples.
Rina, many airports are global hubs with complex infrastructure. How does Hytera adapt to existing systems in such environments?
Great question. We do a lot of cases here. Here I'd like to take the Singapore Changi Airport as an example. This is one of the busiest transit hubs in the world. Then had an existing other brand Hytera network and need a new Hytera solution for fare department. We deployed 8 Hytera Tetra base stations across Terminal 1 to Terminal 4, reducing their antenna feeders and indoor distribution system. This saved them 30% on deployment costs, while adding redundancy for reliability. Plus, our system seamlessly compatible with their existing terminals. No need for staff to retrain on new device.
That's impressive compatibility. What about airport with safety critical environment, like those handling the field environment?
Yes, the Thailand major airport faces exactly that the challenge. The need intrinsically safe device for hazardous zones, plus integration with their existing other brands' Hytera system. We provide over 10,000 Hytera Tetra terminals, meet with UL 913 explosion-proof standards. This device worked smoothly under their existing Hytera network, ensuring secure communication in high-risk areas without disrupting operations. Safety and interoperability were important here, and our solution delivered both.
And how does Hytera design for coverage efficiency?
Yes, the next is a case in Saudi Arabia, which use our Hytera base stations. In the earlier stage of the solution, we conduct careful simulation tests, and the final solution selects the most suitable site, using only 2 base stations to ensure the full coverage of the airport. At the same time, our Hytera terminals provide customers with high-quality communication service.
Safety and compatibilities are important, but what about the airport focus on digital transformation?
Good question. There is a case. Changsha International Airport in China was exactly that. They want to replace the existing device with a unified solution for mobile workflow. Our dual-mode terminal became the game changer. One device combined both DMR for critical voice and LTE for app-based tasks. Maintenance team now receives the flight task via our workflow app, take photos of complete repairs, and clock in, all in real time. This cuts task processing time by 40% and reduces the number of the device for carrying. It's a perfect example of how technology can simplify the complex operations. Well, this is all for today's Hytera Airport solution. We hope our solution can bring you the value. We will launch more industry solutions in the future. Looking forward to see you next time. Thank you for your attention today. Bye.